Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Fuller Kamara. Today we're in chapter 38, Management Report. QuickBooks Online has many report options that allows clients to review their business's financial performance. However, clients may need a way to compile multiple reports to present to stakeholders. The Management Report tab in the Reporting Center of QuickBooks Online allows clients to create customizable, professional-looking report package to share with important stakeholders. So to access the Management Report tab, you go to Reports and click Management Report. So remember, we've gone through the standard report. So now we're in the Management Report tab. So if you haven't seen the previous chapters on reporting and report customization, I advise you watch those videos. The reports that are accessible in the client company account when using the client version of QuickBooks Online is this: the company overview template. They also have the sales performance template and the expense performance template. However, if you are viewing the report from the Pro Advisor or the accountant view, the templates that are available include the basic company financials and expanded company financials. So today we are going to use the client view instead of the accountant. So that's why we're using the sample company to view the template, that is the management report template. So QuickBooks Online has the option for you to create management report. That is, if you click this, you will be able to create a management report from scratch. You see, everything is blank. You are starting from zero. However, this is not a best practice because you will spend too much time creating a template. Whereas QuickBooks has already created a template for you. It's just few tweaks. You will be able to have a professionally looking report. Management. So here you have the name of the template created by, last modified, reporting period, and also the action. Under the action, you can see that we have the preview. So if I click preview, I'm previewing the current template. So currently we can see the preview of the existing report. I mean the template. This is the template that we haven't made any changes to. But if we want to make changes to these, we can click the down arrow from the action code. We can edit this template. We can send this template to client or somebody. We can export as PDF. We can also export Word document and duplicate. So for today, we're not going to send or edit these templates that they've already created us. What we need to do is to duplicate. So once you click duplicate, you can see this is the duplicated version because you see overview 1. QuickBooks automatically renamed the duplicate as overview 1. So now we have the default version, which is company overview. So to edit this, we have two options. We can either select from the down arrow and select edit, or we can click the company name, that is the report name. So we can go to the edit field or the edit view. So in this edit view, we have options here that we can do. Okay, we can preview. Management report is divided into separate pages. So we have the cover page. The cover page has the cover style. This is where you can change the style of the report. Let's say if I don't like this view, I can change it so by clicking on the down arrow from the cover style field, so I can select the cover style that I like. You see also the logo. This company logo is actually pulling from the settings, that is from the gear icon and company settings that we created when we just set up the company. So this logo that you see here is actually pulling from the company setting. So if you want to change it, you have to go back to the company setting when you were creating the company. Then you can see the management report. This is it. That is the report name or cover title. You also have the company name, which is the subtitle, which is the Craig's design. So you see from here, the field is showing company name because this is a dynamic field. Whenever we change this Craig's name to something else, we don't have to come back and make changes here. This is a dynamic field because QuickBooks will automatically update this field with whatever name that we assign to the company name. So if we go back to the gear icon and make changes to the company name, QuickBooks will automatically reflect that name on this report without we having to go back and make the changes on this report. So this is what is referred to as a dynamic field, because it's changed based on changes to whatever the document that it's referencing to. Just like you having Excel file, then when you create an Excel, then you link it to another file. Or if you link a formula to another, whenever you make changes to the sheet, then the formula will also update. So that's similar kind of thing that is happening here. But this is a name field. Then if we also look at the report period, the report period is also for the period ended and report ended. So whatever end date you can see currently is for the period ended December 31st, 2023. So if the end date change, since this report end date is also a dynamic, so the dynamic field is only here. So this is manual hard coded, but the dynamic field is actually referencing to the report end date, which means if the report end date change, this will also change. Okay, then we have the prepare by, so we can put a name here. So let's say Fuller Kamara. So then if we preview, you can see the name will automatically update by, you see the prepare by. So if I delete it, you won't see a prepare by. So let's delete. If we preview now, it will show, you see the preparer name has disappeared. So so you see that we don't have the preparer name anymore. So if we go back and you see the report prepared date, so this prepared date is actually pulling for the current date, that is today's date. This prepared date is pulling for today's date. Then the disclaimer is saying for management use only, or we can say for internal use only. Okay, but this is saying management use, so it is restricting the use of this report to management only. So let's say this is a reporting package, right? Then if we want to put the date, if we want to add a dynamic field like a report date, we can just click this. So we can say the report end date. So now the header will have this report end date. If we want to like add another, like we want to join something else, and we add now the company name. So if we say okay, now let's preview this. If we preview on the header, we can see, once we get to the header, you can see now the header has reporting package December 31st and Craig design and landscaping. So you see, even though I did not write Craig design and landscaping, I only say reporting package and just reference these fields. So let me go back so you can see what I did. So you see, I just say reporting package. All this other information is just referencing the dynamic fields, but QuickBooks Online is smart enough to pick those up. So if I press Command A in this field and then I just delete, then if I click OK, now if I preview, you won't see the header anymore because I have deleted that. So you see, there is no more header for that. So, but you still have the footer, because if you go here, if you click advanced, you can see the footer, because the footer is also referencing the company name. Even though when you look at the field, it's just saying the company name, but if you look at the footer, it's actually calling the name itself, which is Craig Design and Landscaping. So if we go back, you can see Craig's Design and Landscaping. That's the footer. So if we go back to if we close the preview and go back to this, so now these are the changes you can make to the cover page. Then if we go to the table of content, you can see this is the table of content. You can, the page title is table of content. If you want to change it, you can change it also to whatever name of your choice. Then you can include table of content in your report, which makes sense, because if you don't include table of content, it will take time for the management to go through the files to find which report they are interested in. But if we include the table of content, we can easily browse through. So let's say if we look up the table of content right now, since we say include table of content, you can see the balance sheets. The balance sheet is currently page 5. So if I want to see page 5, I can easily browse to, the balance sheet, I can easily browse to page 5. Then I can see the balance sheet. You see, even though we don't manually add it, but automatically QuickBooks is smart enough to give us the table of content. So that's how to add a table of content. If I click on this, meaning if I go back, you won't be able to see the table of content. You see profit and loss, there is no page for table of content. See, it took us straight to the balance sheet and the income statement, which does not look professional. So it doesn't look professional. So if we go back and create and check this box, then we will be able to see the table of content. See that? If we go back to the pages here, so this is the first cost page. This is where we can add whatever additional information. Then you also have the option to add a new page. So now if you have like multiple pages you want to add, you can add them by clicking add a new page. If you don't like it, you can delete. So now you have just one page. If you don't want to add any page, or like you don't have anything to say to the client, like a description of whatever explanation to what the numbers are saying, if you don't want to add that analysis, you can delete this. You can click delete to delete that. But if you want to add explanation, let's say this is reporting package. So if I say this is a reporting package as a title, so now on the content, if I want to add the company name, I can just click this and reference the company name. So now if I preview, you can see on this reporting package section, you will see the company name. Okay, so after the content, you see reporting package, Craig Design and Landscaping Service. So if I want to add the year end date, I can also add it here. So if I can say as of the reporting date, so I will just add it. So if I go back to preview, you can see now the reporting package, Craig Design and Landscaping Services. So you see, this is how you add those dynamic fields. But this is just an example of how to add custom fields or dynamic fields in this report. So you can see here you have the undo, redo, cut, then copy, paste, B, that is the bold if you want to bold this, then the italics if you want to italicize this one, underline, then if you want to make this as a strike, you want to strike through this one, you can do that. You also have the option, let me command Z, so the shortcuts or the hotkey to do all these processes. You can use the keyboard shortcut. If you're on Windows, Control Z, that is to undo. For MacBook, you can just use Command Z. So think of this like a Word document. So you can Command B, that is you bold. Then you can Command I to italicize. So for the strike through, you can click on this to strike through or delete. You can add the numbers. You can also add a bullet list. Like for example, let's say, so if you wanna like just add bullets. So if I want to change this to bullet, so now you see we have bullet point. Then we also have the option to, like, if I want to indent, you see it moves further. If I indent again, it moves further, indent again. If I want to go back, press this one, click on this. Then if I want to change, or if I want to center this, I can just click here. If I want to justify, this is to justify. This is to align right, align left. Then if you want to change the color, you click on the A and select whatever color of your choice. So once you finish, you can click save. You can save. So this page is used to add explanation. Like if you want to add analysis or whatever thing you want to add, this is where you add it. So now if I preview, you can see the table of content has now reporting package. Without we going back to update the table of content, it's updated automatically. So you see, this is it. You see, now we have this. I try not to format anything. I just wanted you to look at what QuickBooks is able to do with this management report. What you can do here, you can make this looks presentable and looks good. You can add whatever analysis. Then if we go now to the report, this is where you add whatever report, because this management report does not edit the numbers themselves. Like you cannot make changes to the numbers that you see on this balance sheet and the profit and loss from this management report, unless you go to the reports themselves, like the balance sheet. If you want to change the way how the numbers looks like, you can go back to the balance sheet and customize the balance sheet. So once you finish customizing it, you can come back here, then you will be able to see the way it looks like. So if I click on this balance sheet right now, you see the only thing that I'm able to do here is to select which type of report I need, whether be it a balance sheet or income statement. Then the report title, this is automatically populates. As soon as I select something here, this will populate. And then this year, so this is also pulling from the report, or you can change it to custom. If you want to change it, you can customize this to whatever date or period you are interested in. You can also check these boxes to compare to the previous year. That is, the balance sheet will compare to previous year. numbers. So once you finish, let's just keep it as this year. So once you finish, you can click on this, so it will close. So if you preview, now it will show you the balance sheet and the income statement. So you see, this is the profit and loss. Remember, the balance sheet is the only one I select a custom. You can see we have the current and the previous year, but the previous years have zero balances. So if we go back, if I close this, if I want to change, let's say if I want to see the balance sheet first, you can just drag it, hold these handles and just drag it to the top. This is how you move things around. But let's say I want to add another report. Let's say based on my understanding of the client, they are interested in getting the aging, the account receivable aging. Then they also want to see the sales by customer report. Then they want to see sales by product. So we can easily add whatever report by clicking add new report. So here we can select whatever report. So you see sales by customer summary. You see, so now it has added this. So if I want to add another one, let's say the account receivable aging, we'll just say, so you see, if you say the AR aging summary, you can add it. You see, so now we've added that because they just say AR aging, but that's the account receivable aging. So you can add this. So let's say now I've added the AR aging. I want to move it to the top a little bit, so I can bring this down. So this is the order how it will present in the report. So now if you open the reporting package, the balance sheet will come first, the profit and loss will come second, and the AR aging, so on and so forth. So let's go back to preview. So now you see on our reporting package, we have the balance sheets, profit and loss, AR aging, and the sales by customer summary. So let's say we go back. Let's say we look at the balance sheet. You can see we have decimal numbers. You know, we don't need that. We want to make it clean. Okay, we want to round this, to the nearest whole numbers. So we can go to the balance sheet itself. So we can save this and close. So if we go to the balance sheet, because we are not able to make the changes in the management report, but if we go back to report, now we go to standard report, we go to the balance sheet, we can just click the customize. So we are going to customize this. So let's say we can show the numbers, the negative numbers in red, then we don't want the cents. We can do whatever customization from here. So once we make our customization, we can click run report. So we save this customization. We can save the customization if we like. Okay, so now if we go to the custom report, we can see we have balance sheet. So we have the balance sheet this year to date. So if we go now to the balance sheet, the management report, let's go see the balance sheet. So if you preview the balance sheet, here is still the old version because this is not a custom report. So now to change this, we can go to our report. This is where we can change it. So if we click on the balance sheet, we can select the report. Now if we go to preview, you can see the balance sheet now will have rounded numbers. You see, so all the numbers after the decimal are now gone. So that's how to add report. So if you want to delete a report that you don't like, you can just click delete. So the edit option, you can either click on the report itself or you click the pencil icon. So this is where to edit. Then if we also go to the end note, here you can add, it's just like those preliminary pages. You can add whatever information you want to add as an end note. So let's say you do all the analysis, then you show the attachments to the analysis, and now you conclude. You write your conclusion on this page. So it all depends how you want to present it. But yeah, that's how to prepare the management report. That's the end of chapter 38. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the video, share. See you in the next video. Thank you.